have feelings, Liam, and I don't appreciate your implication.
Dad, the two things that you've wanted so dearly are coming to pass. Thomas and Caroline back together, and Spectre on the verge of folding, which paves the way for you to make this smoked glass monstrosity.
Monstrosity? Let me tell you something. You and your bank teller tie, you wouldn't know good taste if it fell over and hit you on the head. That is a fine piece of architecture.
You know, autoimmune disease is not a real diagnosis, right?
Well, that's what the man said.
The man? Oh, so it's a man. So it's a male doctor. Well, why don't we call him? Why don't we call him right now and get the specifics? Dad, is Caroline really dying?
I would never take advantage of something so tragic.
Okay. Then is she?
No.
So you think Thomas will be designing long distance?
I think Douglas and his mother will be keeping your brother pretty busy.
Wow. You're taking this really well. Is there something you're not saying?
Shouldn't you be working?
All work and no play makes white a dull boy.
Oh, so is that what this is? Playtime?
Well, this is fun. Friends with benefits. Although I'm still waiting for things to get a little more, how do you say, beneficial?
Well, you could be waiting a long time.
Well, Christmas could come early this year.
Why do I get the feeling that you were one of those kids that wanted to open his presents as early as humanly possible?
Aren't all kids like that?
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed the anticipation.
How did I know that? How did I know that? I mean, there are some things worth waiting for, but I guess patience isn't one of my virtues.
What is this about patience?
Mom! Hey. I'm so happy for you. I heard Eric came home.
Yeah. Well, he told me you came by.
Yeah, you were asleep. I
I had a lot of sleepless nights to make up for.
Yeah. I kind of figured you guys just wanted some alone time. I didn't want to bother you. But hey, you haven't called me in 2 whole days almost. I'm proud of you.
I don't think I deserve that.
Oh, whatever you broke, you fixed. That's a first, because you don't fix anything except with the blowtorch.
I don't think I deserve that either. But just, old dog, new tricks, I guess.
Well, it's a good trick to possess. Congratulations.
Thank you, Katie. So what is all this about patience?
Oh, I was just telling Katie you have to go after what you want in life and make your own luck. I like results, and patience is overrated.
Oh, I completely agree.
I trust Thomas knows what's best for him.
Even if it's not you?
I didn't try and change his mind.
You know, Spectre's shelf life won't last long without my brother. Especially with an upcoming showing.
I know you think I'm a no-talent hack, but your brother doesn't.
So what? You got Caroline to sell Thomas on this crock?
Of course not. I told him myself.
Oh, great.
You see, sometimes just a little white lie makes everything work out for everyone.
How does this work out for Thomas? Or Sally? Or literally anyone but you?
He has a son, and with that comes responsibilities.
That he has every intention to live up to.
Now, because of me. Otherwise, what? It would have been 20 years? You think it's a healthy environment for that little boy to grow up in a house full of women?
You have 3 sons. How many of their mothers are you living
Bro,
with?
we used to stop already. I mean, nobody's unhappy but you. So how about this time you leave the sword in the stone, Arthur, and let it be?
What about this?
Ion Fashion would never run that.
Why? They would have run something like this when I was working at Spencer.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That
I assume you're here to help Katie pick images for the fall campaign.
No, I'm just here to be an annoyance. Katie took over my old job, so she kind of has to be nice to me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Really? Because you're being awfully chipper.
Chipper? Like wood chipper? Something that grinds up tree stumps? I haven't chewed anything since I got here, right?
No, just 4 of my promotional photos and my lunch hour.
I don't think you're a no-talent hack.
Since when?
I think you're a hack, but you have to have some talent for that. I don't know how you're going to run this fashion house on your own. Thomas isn't coming back anytime soon.
I'm probably more aware of that than you are.
So then, why don't you just close up shop and go back to design school?
And lose the business, you mean?
I mean, isn't that inevitable? You have my father-in-law breathing down your neck in CJ's.
Maybe he'll get tired of waiting.
It's Bill Spencer we're talking about. He never gets tired. Look, I have some pull at the Institute. Maybe I could write you a letter of recommendation.
Gee, thanks. So if I agree to bankruptcy, you're going to write nice things about me in a letter?
The offer is genuine, okay? I just don't want you to go back to your old Spectre ways.
What are you doing?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Me? I want to hear straight from Caroline how she lost her mind and decided to go along with this.
Well, why do you suppose? She'd like the father of her son to step up and act like a man.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you didn't give her much of a choice. It was either sigh and say nothing or sit back and watch the Forresters publicly crucify you. I'm not giving this up.
This has nothing to do with you, Leo.
Yes, it does. I am married to the sister of the guy whose life you're derailing. And one other problem, by the way. What are you going to do when Caroline doesn't die?
He will have recommitted by then. He'll be nestled into the bosom of his little family. And then before you know it, praise the Lord, hallelujah, there is a miracle cure. And life goes on.
Not for Sally. Not for Spectra, who have to pick up their crushed dreams and go home as this monument to your dishonesty rises.
Crowned by the Spencer name. Your name. Seen from miles around. All the obstacles have been removed. My advice to you is not to become one. Or I will see to it that you are removed as well.
Oh, send us that one.
I can't send you this one. It's an outtake.
Why?
Because of the obvious wardrobe malfunction.
That's what makes it hot.
I'm sure Katie appreciates your input.
You bet she does.
Yeah. But you need to stop pestering her. She's got a lot of work to do. And I get the feeling that maybe you're just killing time.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I think he maybe has a date with someone in the building.
Ah, probably one of the interns. Shame on you.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking because he's never this cheerful.
I was raised to be glum. What can I say?
Hey, I'm going to be working at home. Today, I just came in to pick up my interoffice memos and some of my supplies.
Okay, I'll let everybody know.
All right, bye, sweetheart.
Wait, you're not gonna grill me for more information?
I must be off my game.
Probably one of the interns?
Well, you could be having lunch with Charlotte. She's a lovely girl.
Oh my God. For a minute there, I almost thought she figured it out, you and me.
That would not be good.
No. That would be hilarious.
What is your mission here, anyway? Are you waiting for me to collapse in tears over Thomas, or are you here to dance in advance on Spectre's grave?
I have no pleasure seeing you dumped by my brother.
That is not what happened.
I came here to see if you intend on keeping your promise now that my brother is gone.
And what promise is that?
That you're not going to be a knockoff shop again.
Oh, that. Do I intend on keeping it? Yes.
But,
Well, you never know what the future might bring.
oh my God, I knew you were going to weasel your way out of this. I knew it.
So what you're trying to ask me is, am I willing to go down with the ship? Well, my options are getting narrower, so I can't really afford to rule any of them out. But I do think that we can hold on till Thomas gets back.
What if he never comes back?
He will. And I know you're going to do everything in your power to prevent it, but you can't, Princess. Thomas will come back to me whenever he's able to. That I can promise you.
What, you gonna have me whacked? Make Justin push me out of a helicopter?
Will you stop with the drama? Thomas made his own choice.
No, he didn't. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't even real.
So if Spectra goes belly up as a result, that's on me? Or that's because of their own criminal incompetence?
Is there anything you won't justify?
Yes. Being called out by you. I mean, what do you have to be so resentful about? I mean, I think by any standards, I have provided a pretty nice life for you. Is my money so impure? I mean, do you lie awake at night, worrying that I might have made it by means that will traumatize your ovo-lacto-vegetarian heart?
Okay, ridiculing me is not gonna make you any more right.
Well, it works for you.
You gotta stop interfering in people's lives, Dad.
You've got to stop interfering in mine, or I'm done.
I don't even know what that means.
Overnight, you can become one of the poor relations I never had. And your wife can support you.
Okay, but it's not gonna keep me from telling Steffi the truth about why Thomas left.
Oh, so now you're threatening to go to mommy. Well, go ahead. Steffi will back me all the way. She wants nothing more than to have that red-headed, thieving trash out of her brother's life.
Well, not like this.
You say one word to Sally or Thomas, and you're out. Am I clear?
No.
Out of the company? Out of the family?
You gonna take your DNA back, too?
You don't have enough of my DNA. I'm sorry I said that. That wasn't nice. You're my son, and I love you. And that's why I put up with you being how you can be. Annoying. A bit of a nuisance. But never my enemy. And trust me when I tell you that you don't want to become my enemy now.
Need I remind you just how much your mother dislikes me? What do you think she would do if she found out I was carrying on an illicit flirtation with her son?
Ooh, an illicit flirtation, huh?
Yeah, what would you call it?
Oh, I could think of a few things.
You would never tell her, right?
Me? No. Never.
Allison, I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. What? Did your cousin call you?
What?
No. Then you'd still be in New York. Why aren't you?
There's a crisis.
You didn't tell Thomas that you're
I
not.
told Thomas that I was taking the train to DC for a foundation meeting.
Oh. Well, good. Is he bonding with Douglas?
Yes,
And with you?
that's the crisis. He told me that he wants to spend as much time with me as he can before the end.
That's great.
No! What about my death, the one that's not happening?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, just like everybody else who's alive.
No. I'm not gonna go along with this. I care too much about Thomas to go along with this absurd lie.
What's so absurd about it? Medical science doesn't have a cure for everyone.
I am not dying.
Yes, you are. Just at a slower pace than Thomas thinks. We're all dying, Caroline.
This is not good. I'm not gonna go along with this. I mean, even if it means I'm losing Thomas, I won't. I won't. I won't.
You look like I feel.
Why? Is there someone you'd like to choke the life out of?
Maybe, yeah. What happened?
Well, it's about Thomas moving to New York to be with Caroline and Douglas.
Yeah, isn't that a good thing?
Is it? Thomas giving up his career and his life and his reputation that he worked for in LA? Is it a good thing?
Well, some sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah, not this one. This was just a guilt trip, plain and simple, based on a lie told by my dad.
Wait, what? Bill and Thomas, what do they have to do with each other?
Caroline is what they have to do with each other. She's a Spencer, and that's all the justification my dad needs in order to completely hijack her future. He told Thomas that Caroline is dying of some made-up autoimmune disease. That's why Thomas left LA, and Spectra, and Sally.
Oh, Thomas wouldn't fall for that.
Why not? My dad is basically California's most accomplished liar.
Caroline would not go through with that.
Caroline is the easiest person for my dad to bully.
Okay, let's just think about this for a second. You know, there was a time when all Thomas wanted was Caroline and Douglas to be in LA.
I know, but it's not about what Thomas wants or doesn't want. It's my dad. My dad is obsessed with that valuable downtown lot that the Spectra building is on. And what better way to get them to shut their doors for good than get rid of their lead designer?
Thomas shouldn't even have been working there in the first place.
You know what we have to do, right?
Okay. Just give me a chance to think this through.
Really? Steffi, you know it's wrong. Thomas deserves to know the truth.